Hello everybody, this is Starman, and welcome to the first chapter of Let's Play Quest for Glory 3, Wages of War, The Thief Path. Now, if you haven't already watched my playthroughs for Quest for Glory 1, the VGA version, and Quest for Glory 2, the VGA fan-made remake, you might want to go watch those first, just for the sake of continuity, because this is a sequel. And while the game does explain the story so far for newcomers, which was necessary for a couple reasons I'll explain very quickly, you get a lot more out of it if you've been playing from the very beginning, as I have. So, anyway, what happened with this game, and I talked about this briefly at the end of my playthrough of Quest for Glory 2, was that the original plan for Quest for Glory was for it to be made up of 4 games. And the 4 games would mirror the 4 seasons, the 4 elements. There was going to be a theme of 4 uniting all the games. Well, that wound up falling through because in between making Quest for Glory 2 and Quest for Glory 3, which was originally going to be called Shadows of Darkness, somebody at Sierra, higher up, said, you know, we think we want to make one more game using the new tech that we just got done. Well, they hemmed and hawed, but they decided, since it would help them with getting some other things for the game they were working on completed in a more timely fashion, that they would try and get this new game thrown together out of whole cloth. So instead of the things which were hinted at the end of the EGA remake, where you would be going to the land of Mordavia, which is all based on Slavic mythology, Russian myth, Eastern Europe, folklore, and so on, you instead take a divergence to Fricania, which is the world's equivalent of Africa. Now, the practical upshot is that this playthrough is probably going to be shorter than the playthrough for Quest for Glory 2. Because even though I don't think the game is that much longer, it has a much less rigid timetable. You don't have to wait for certain events to happen certain days. So as soon as I finish maxing out my stats, I'll be free to go along with the story and just play it through to the end as quickly as possible. But not too quickly, because I will be trying to show you a few things here and there. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And we are going to import our character. And thankfully, my save game from the VGA remake did work on this. And I got saved under Matt 43. That's Matt 43. Your character has been successfully imported. Welcome to Tarna. Your character has been imported as a thief. If you do not feel this is the proper profession, please indicate your preference below. So you can in fact start as one of the upper professions, but playing a paladin with thief skills is just silly. So we will of course be a thief. And you can change your name at this point if you want. And we get 50 points to add to our skills. And I am going to put it all into pick locks. For one very good and simple reason, and that is because while this game has a great many quests for the wizard and the fighter, thieves kind of get shortchanged this time around, to the point where you have absolutely no chance to improve your picklock skill. So we're going to start with our picklocks maxed out because, well, we won't get a chance to max that out. But you'll note that we have everything else maxed out and agility halfway to the high of 300. So let's go ahead and start with the introduction that explains the story for those who are new to this. Aziza, dressing much more casual now. I thank you, Rakeesh and my prince, for answering my summons. I have information for both of you. As you know, well, Bob, as you know, 3 months ago in Razir, the evil Adavis attempted to unleash the Jinn Ablis in order to rule the world. Adavis stood before his hexagram, preparing to unleash the foul Iblis to do his bidding. Hear me, O dark powers! Light the darkness and bind Iblis to me forever! You entered the room and broke the seal of Suleiman by moving the candle, although the candle wasn't lit originally. You idiot! You have destroyed my spell! Now you shall be destroyed! I also did not hustle that quickly in the original one. And I had to throw a bit more than one dagger to knock him backward, but it worked in the end. No, master, help me! You threw your last dagger at Adavis, and he fell to his doom. When Adavis died, his magical power was released, and I could sense the moment of his death. Such a release of power could be felt by skilled magic users all over the world. Still, there is some mystery concerning the death of Adavis. It is very disturbing that the body of Adavis could not be found. Even with all my magic, I cannot determine who or what removed the body or what became of it afterwards. I believe the unbinding of Adavis's power could well have other darker results. Now we are again in my house in Shapir. Hero, you have become the Prince of Shapir by order of the Sultan Harun al-Rashid. Rakeesh now desires to return to his home in Tarna. Last night I received this message from the sorceress Krisha in Tarna. Please tell Rakeesh that he must return quickly to Tarna. There is serious talk of war here, and I think only Rakeesh can now bring peace. I believe there is more to this war than just the anger of two tribes. I believe that a demon has again broken through to this land and seeks to destroy us all. In 3 days, a magical portal will open in Shapir to take Rakeesh back to Tarna. I suggest that if you, Prince of Shapir, wish to truly be a hero, you accompany Rakeesh. Bitch, I've been a hero twice over now. I saved this kingdom and became prince by my deeds. Truly be a hero. If there is indeed a demon, it is probable that it was released into the world by the death of Adavis. You must stop it and send it back to its own world. Do you want to skip the introduction? No. The Palace of the Sultan of Shapir, 3 days later. It greatly grieves me to say farewell to such fine friends and honored guests. Yeah, apparently the Sultan has dropped that rhyming habit. Rakeesh, you were a great aid to me, and I sorrow to see you return to Tarna. O great Sultan, it has been an honor to serve you. Uhura, warrior of the Simbani, you have been the most excellent guildmaster for the Adventurers Guild, and a gifted instructor of combat. Thank you for your services to Shapir. I leave Shapir with a great treasure, my son Simba. I never forget this place, but it will be good to go home again. My son, it breaks my heart to see you leave. You always have a home here in Shapir. And yeah, no, Jafar is sitting there next to him, not saying anything for once. I give you a special gift. Since you have shown such skill with ropes, I give you this set of magical grapplins. They will make any rope act as a magic rope, and will grab and release at your command. Sultan, the magical portal to Tarna appears. Farewell. May all of you find the peace you seek. And I'll just strut on through on account of I'm royalty now. It is good to see you again, Krisha. It is good to be with you again, Rakeesh. Krisha, you have met Uhura of the Simbani village before. This is her son, Simba. Habari, warrior. It is good to see you again, Uhura. That son of yours looks like a strong and healthy young cub. Missouri, Krisha, thank you for helping me to return. Sim and I need to be getting back to my people. Kwa Harini. Kwa Harini, warrior Uhura. Farewell, Uhura. This is the young hero about whom Aziza spoke with you. He is the adopted Prince of Shapir and a most honorable man. Honorable, yes. I am most honored to meet you, Prince of Shapir. And at this point, look around a bit. Krisha is a wise-looking female lion tar. She wears the headdress of a master magician. The horn skull actually has no magnificent magical significance, but Krisha thought it added a certain something to her workroom. Krisha likes to keep ahead of her field. Here she's kept several. You are here in Krisha's magical workroom. Here she studies, concocts magical formulas, and performs rituals to perfect her art and help the people of Tarna. The vases contain pixie dust, gold dust, and dust in the wind. Now, how did she get the wind in there? These boxes hold dry spell components like dehydrated testi fly wings, crocodile scales, and impala antlers. These are Krisha's miscellaneous potion bottles. They contain all sorts of exotic potions like Tullamore Dew, Chanel No. 555, and hers Weston Extra Dark. These must be the reading lights. The pillars are decorated with ceremonial masks from one of the local Fricanian tribes. This is either a chest full of magical paraphernalia or one of those trick chests that magicians sometimes use when they need to beat a hasty retreat. You've heard that a penny earned is a penny saved. That's probably why Krisha has this urn full of commons. And Rakeesh. Your friend Rakeesh is a powerful-looking lion tor, but he walks with a limp because of his injured leg. Okay, well, enough of that. Let's go ahead and greet. You will always be welcome in our house, young hero. And tell about Shapir. And yeah, we do not get the option of typing anything this time because this game was made with a pure point-and-click interface. You talk about your experiences in Shapir and how you defeated Adavis. The Enchantress Aziza spoke to me of Adavis. You must indeed be a hero to defeat such a wicked wizard. Thank you. Glad to see someone respects me. Ask about Tarna. Welcome to our land, Prince of Shapir. Tarna is an ancient city, and you will find much to do here. Ask about the Lion Taurs. We Lion Taurs are a proud race, sometimes too proud for our own good. Most Lion Taurs live in the eastern section of a city, away from humans. I have chosen to live in the western section with the humans. They are as much a part of Tarna as our people. And we ask about magic. I am a worker of spells, specializing in teleportation and communication. The magical portal which brought you here is an example of my magic. Ask about the portal. The magical portal allows people to travel across distances. It's a difficult spell to create, for it takes an incredible amount of magic and can only be done through ritual. And we ask about ritual. A ritual is a series of actions and events used as magic spells. Most of my magic is done through ritual, as is most of the magic in this region of the world. And we ask about war. Good God, y'all, what is it good for? The leader of the Simbani came to Tarna to ask us to ally with the Simbani against the Leopard Men. The Council of Judgment decided to investigate the talk of war. It is most unusual for the Council of Judgment to become involved in the affairs of humans. The Council of Judgment decided to send a peace mission into the jungle to speak with the Leopard Men. It was ambushed at night and only one human survived to speak of it. Rakeesh Rishaka was the leader of the peace mission. Is she dead then? I do not know. My magic tells me nothing. I do not think so, but that may only be the wishes of a mother's heart rather than true knowledge. Forgive our rudeness, friend, but Rishaka is our daughter. Krisha, let us speak more of this later. Okay, so they have a daughter, and she led the peace mission that has disappeared and apparently been attacked by the Leopard Men. So ask about Rakeesh. Rakeesh is my life mate and my friend. He is also highly respected by the Council of Judgment, and Raja, the King of Tarna, and Rakeesh's brother. And we ask about Raja. Raja is the current ruler of Tarna. He is somewhat hot-headed and is loud in his demands that the Council of Judgment declare war. That is very like him. Raja always treated life as a battle to be won rather than an adventure to be experienced. And we ask about the Council. The Council of Judgment make the laws of Tarna. I am a member of the Council. The Council will decide whether or not Tarna will go to war. And that's all we can get from her. We'll go ahead and ask Rakeesh about Tarna. This city and the land around it is called Tarna. It is ruled by my people, the Lion Taurs. I hope that you can have the chance to appreciate the beauty of this place. Ask about Uhura. We will see Uhura and Simba again in a few days, for we will journey to her village to talk to her people and learn more about the war between the Simbani and the Leopard Men. Ask about Simbani. The Simbani village is about a day's journey from here. All I know of the Leopard Men is that they are a tribe of shape-changers who dwell in the jungle. And shape-changers? The shape-changers are humans who take on certain aspects of an animal through magic. Jungle. The jungle lies several days to the east of Tarna. And yeah, that's all we get about the Leopard Men. You ask about war. I will spend the next couple of days finding out more about information about this war. We can speak more about this later. And we can ask about the Liontars. The Liontars have ruled Tarna for as long as we've existed. Most Liontars have little to do with humans, although that is changing. This talk of war is in some ways a good sign, for it means the Liontars begin to accept that the Simbani are our allies and friends. Rakeesh, you have been away too long time. There are several members of the Council of Judgment who also respect humans. There are also those who call for war's sake. And we ask about the Council. The Council of Judgment is made up of the wisest of our people. Krisha is, of course, the magical member of the Council. That is because I am one of the few Liontars who have studied magic. It is also because you are both magical and wise, my love. And war. As long as the talk of war remains just talk, Tarna may benefit from this experience. When the Liontars are forced to treat humans with respect, then the Liontars will learn to respect humans. And that's about the Simbani. Although the Simbani tribesmen have supplied Tarna with meat for many decades, there are those Liontars who forget that Tarna depends upon the Simbani for food. Without the Simbani, there may well be no Tarna. And I think that's all we got, so we will go ahead and say goodbye. Farewell, Prince of Shapir. We will see you later, my friend. And we will take this opportunity to sneak. Oh, and one thing I can do in this game that I could not do in the VGA remake. Set the speed to max so I can speedily sneak around every place. I've reserved a room in your name at the nearby inn. I can see you're eager to explore our city. Farewell, Prince of Shapir. Farewell, my friend. In 2 days I will stand before the Council of Judgment and speak of peace. I would like for you to be there as well. Then we can journey together to the Simbani village. In the meantime, explore and enjoy Tarna. If you have any questions, you will find us here. Enter freely and you will be welcome at any time. Well, almost any time. After all, Rakeesh and I need some time to speak with one another again after such a long parting. Good day. Okay, well, we're here on the middle plateau of the western side of the city. We cannot travel to the eastern side of the city, as it is off limits to humans. And we are now at the city gates. You can see a huge stone carving of a lion head wearing an Egyptian headdress. Seems to be a statue of a human with the head of a lion. Bit weird that the Liontars have that, but it doesn't have the back of the lion. You say good day to the guards. It is a good day indeed. May the wind blow at your face, warrior, and the hunting be good. And we can talk to them individually. Ask about Tarna. Tarna is the finest kingdom in the world. Ask about the kingdom. Our kingdom is ruled by the bravest and wisest Liontar of all, Raja Sa-Taran. Ask about Raja. I am proud to serve under such a ruler. The Liontar people are a strong and noble race. Tarna's gates are always open, save in time of war. This is the main entrance to the city. There has not been a war here in years. When Liontars go to war, the enemy runs in fear. Ask about the enemy. The last creatures that dared to fight us were demons. There are now no demons in all of Tarna. Demons are some sort of magical creatures. We defeated them easily. What do you know of demons, Cubling? The demons were before your time. Demons are vicious fighters, and many great warriors were killed by them. This city is the finest in all lands. About name. My name is Asarka Tim Narsh. I'm going to call you Tim for short. Now we can ask the older guard for a bit more nuanced information. I am Sharaka Sim Rak. Sim means son of the clan in the language of our people. Ask about the gate. The gates are always open except in times of emergency. We guards are here to maintain the safety of the city. Ask about city. Tarna is the center of trade between all beings in this region. Our bazaar is filled with people and items from all over. The bazaar is down the stairs from the western garden. You will find it. Yeah, you can hardly miss it. Emergency. In my memory, there are only 2 times that the gates have been closed. And guards. The guards of this city are all proven warriors. Ask about Liontar. Our people are a proud people. We have ruled this land since the beginning of time. Tarna is both the name of our city and of our kingdom. We are under the rule of Raja Sataran. Not Raja. He has ruled this city for 12 years. He became king when his sire's son Rakeesh abdicated. Ask about Rakeesh. Rakeesh was a great Liontar leader and is much honored by all beings here. Who can respect and honor one who deserted our people? I honor Rakeesh Sharka. He did not desert Tarna, but left honorably. It was a day of great sadness to all of us when Rakeesh Sataran left the throne. Ask about abdication. It is the first time in the history of our people that a ruler has stepped down from the throne without a challenge. That was because he was too cowardly to face a challenge. Do not speak of what you do not know. You were but a cub when Rakeesh gave up his throne to Raja. I served under Rakeesh, and I would proudly serve under him again. Then why did he run off from Tarna after the demons were defeated? It is said that he was bound by honor to seek the demons and destroy them. It is said that Rakeesh seeks the demons still. Well, he will find no demons here. No demons? The demons were fierce magical monsters that sought to destroy our Tarna. Only with the magic of Krisha Marasha and the power of Rakeesh's sword were the demons defeated. Anyways, about magic. I'm a warrior. I have no knowledge of the realm of magic. Well, sword. Rakeesh stood before us in battle with his sword held high. The sword was bathed in blue flame. Most demons fled from him. Those that didn't were destroyed by Rakeesh. That would be Paladin sword. That's about Krisha. Krisha Marasha is the mother of, indeed, the mother of all magic. Then we ask about the challenge. To become a king of Tarna, a male Liontar must challenge the current king. He must prove himself worthy by undergoing tests chosen by the Council of Judgment. Then he must fight the current king to the death. The Council. The Council of Judgment consists of 6 of the wisest of Liontar females. They are the ones who make the laws. And ruler of the lands is called the king. Let's see, our kingdom extends to the mountains to the north and west of the cliffs of the world's edge, to the south and the sands of the Azure Sea to the east. And I believe that is all we can get out of them, so we'll go ahead and say goodbye. It is good to see you go, yet better to see you come back. And my communication is already up to 206. Oh, and I can click on the magic tab, but I have no magic ability. And I just snuck all the way up to the top temple. You enter into a huge hall dominated by what must be a statue of Sekhmet. The air is smoky and filled with odor of strange spices. You feel as if someone or something is watching you. This is the table used by the priestess. The major feature of this temple room is the giant stone statue of Liontor. It's positively awesome, and I'm not lying. The symbols on this part of the wall show you the Tuat, or underworld. Anubis is weighing the souls of the dead to determine their worthiness. It's a difficult balancing act. You find yourself in a huge temple. There's the smell of myrrh and incense here. You have the unpleasant feeling you are being watched and somehow judged. Well, we can just walk on in. How dare a human defile the sanctity of the temple of Sekhmet? Begone! Okay, we'll leave. Leave this temple before the goddess Sekhmet herself smites you for this blasphemy. The statue starts to move. In my temple you will speak only my words, not your own, beloved. Human, doer, changer of worlds, releaser of darkness, thou hast not yet been judged, and a future cannot yet be weighed. Yet thou hast already created a future for weal or woe. Should it be woe, then the towers of my Tarna will fall, and the blood of my Liontar people will flood the savannah. For the darkness before us rises from the darkness behind you, and you must confront that darkness. Yet more I cannot see until you are judged. Leave us now and return with the gem of the Guardian. You shall then be weighed and judged, and a future can be seen. When you have been judged, we will reveal a future for you to make or unmake. Okay, so Ring of the Guardian. Got it. And we got a few more guards here, but these are not going to be quite as polite. Good day, human. Yeah, talk to this one. It is not my duty to answer the question of humans. But we can talk to this one and ask him his name. I have been named Tabak Simrish. Ask about the stairs. The stairs lead up to the temple of Sekhmet. The stairs before us lead down to the middle plateau of Tarna. Ask about the temple. The temple is where we Liontar's worship the great goddess Sekhmet. Sekhmet is the Liontar goddess who protects Tarna and all beings within the gates. And the plateau. There are 3 levels or plateaus of the city of Tarna. The workers live on the lower plateau. The better class merchants live on the middle plateau. The ruling classes live upon the upper plateau. Liontars live on the middle and upper plateaus on the eastern section of Tarna. Humans live on the middle and lower plateaus in the western section of the city. A strange human such as yourself would be wise to observe that humans are not welcome in the eastern section of Tarna. And we ask about the guard. Our duty is to ensure that only those summoned may pass through the doors. And the doors? The door to the north leads to the king's chambers. Few humans are permitted there. The door to the south leads to the hall of judgment. Few humans wish to face the council of judgment. And we ask about the king's chambers. The king's chamber is where the great ruler meets with those the king wishes to see. The ruler of Tarna is Raja Sataran. May his reign be long. You know, it's like the hall of judgment. The hall of judgment is where the laws of the land are made and those without honor are judged. And council of judgment. The council of judgment make the laws of Tarna and judge those who would break the laws of Tarna. And that's about the laws. All who enter Tarna must learn the laws of the city. You read of them in the inn below. Guess you can't just tell them to me, okay? Well, the inn is actually this building right over here. You see the middle plateau of Tarna. To the west and below you see the tents of the bazaar and the river rolling past the savannah. To the east and above you see the huge statues standing over the city. I'll go ahead and check the inn out real quick. Habari Bwana, Narak Sedafende. Welcome to the Welcome Inn, son of a sultan. I am known as the Welcome Woman. Krisha, the Mother of Magic, has a room for you here. It is the first door on the right after you go up the stairs. I hope it will serve you well. I must return to work, but if you would like a meal, just take a seat at one of the tables. And right there is the billboard. If you have need of magic, I'll be on to serve you, Krisha. Potions, pills, and positivity. Visit the apothecary for all your health needs. Good vibrations and potations for everybody. You need it, we got it. See us in the bazaar, the newly used emporium of regular antiques and interesting items. And finally, the laws of Tarna. Thou shalt harm none. Thou shalt not use magic upon the streets of Tarna. Thou shalt not take that which is not thine. Thou shalt behave with honor. I'm already not liking this. And if you look around, you see a young woman wearing nice clothing. It's a silly clown from Trial by Fire. You see a woman wearing colorful clothing. You see a man wearing Egyptian clothing. You see a man dressed in an elegant Arabic costume. You see someone who looks like he's from Northern Fracania. From the amount of food on this plate, that must be Oliver from the programming team. Amazing what some folks will do to get a good meal. Hello, Hair of Sunshine. What can I do for you? Oh, what can't you do for me? Well, we'll go ahead and say hello. Marhaba Effendi, you are most welcome here, he who is polite. Tell about Shapir. You tell the welcome woman about your adventures in Shapir. You are indeed quite a hero, seeker of peace. And flirt. You will melt my heart with such talk, you are of the talented tongue. Are you as skilled in deeds as in words? I'll ask her about name. My name is Jannah Jamil, which means beautiful paradise in Arabic. Ask about the inn. This inn is always open to serve you. There is a room awaiting you upstairs. The user of Great Magic Krisha has reserved a room for you upstairs. Your room is the first on the right and has safe storage inside. In your room you will find a chest that only you can open. You can use it to store extra items. The expense of the room will be covered by she who has Magic Krisha. Of all the Liontars in Tarna, Krisha, may her magic always be mighty, is the only one who lives in the human section of Tarna. She's respected by all and a member of the Council of Judgment. And Council of Judgment? The Council of Judgment and Raja, may he reign forever, rule Tarna. And section. The humans of Tarna live in the western section. The Liontars live over in the eastern section. And we ask about the restaurant. Like all very good inns, this has a very good restaurant. We serve meals from dawn until midnight. Many who live in the city dine with us. And ask about meals. Every day we serve a different main course. All meals come with a salad, vegetables, and warm bread with butter. Just ask for the menu of the day. Residents. Most humans who live in Tarna will not be able to speak your language unless they are merchants. However, Khatib Makram, the survivor of the peace mission, comes here sometimes, and he used to speak your language well. But the merchants. There are many merchants in the bazaar of Tarna. Survivor. Khatib Makram was once a brilliant speaker and diplomat for Tarna. Since he has returned from the peace mission, he has been very ill and seldom speaks. Before you arrived here, the rulers of Tarna sent out some diplomats to meet with the leopard men in the jungle. Only Karib returned, which is why he is called the Survivor. Without service, you have only to be seated upon a pillow, and I will enter to serve you as best I may. Oh, get your mind out of the gutter. Today we have a specialty of this region, samosa yaswala. This will be served with dishes of vegetables and warm bread. I hope you like it. Samosa yaswala is a tasty meat pie made with gazelle. And we ask about Tarna. Tarna is a large kingdom, a city and kingdom. The stairs down from the plateau lead to the bazaar where merchants of many lands sell their goods. From the stairs above us you can see the entrances to the hall and judgment and king's chambers. Above all in Tarna is the temple of Sekhmet, where the Liontars worship the great goddess. May she protect us all. And we ask about Bazaar. Bazaar is the place where you will find almost anything for sale. It is an experience and a pleasure shopping there. Judgment. The Hall of Judgment is where all the laws and decisions are made for Tarna. Chambers. I am told the king long may he rule has his throne room there. Sekhmet, daughter of the sun, is the goddess of Tarna. The temple is for Sekhmet. The temple of Sekhmet is for Liontars only. No human may enter there. Yeah, well, I did it. How you like me now? Liontars are the rightful rulers of Tarna. Well, I don't have the money to pay for a meal. But then again, if it's covered as part of my room, I will bring your meal right out. And yeah, she poses a bit if you flirt with her. Nothing will come of it, sadly, but I think we get communication points for attempting it. Here is your feast, may it please you. You bring out your money to pay for your meal. I am sorry, he who travels far, but I cannot accept this strange coin from far away. You will need to visit the money changer. I will just charge this meal to your room. Oh, shoot. That's, You enjoy your meal. It was a bit tasty, even if it was a bit strange. You see a flame pot used to cook small pieces of meat at the table. The man enters, Mam Finish Effendi. She just stares at you. You guess she doesn't understand your language. He says something like, Rrrr! Either he doesn't understand your language or he talks of his mouth full. And yeah, nobody will talk to us. The clown waves at you and says something silly. Yeah, and just from that bit of communication, we now have 3 puzzle points. I'm not sure from what. And a 212 in communication. So I'm going to go ahead and call this chapter here. And next time we will continue exploring the shops. See you then.